Morning, how are you?
Morning, morning. I'm cool.
How old are you?
58.
58? Wow, that's great. How does it feel being 58?
Well, it feels great. Good health. No complaints.
How did you maintain your health like at 58?
Well, I'm a DJ. I go out. I keep myself fit.
You got all the
Clubbing.
you got all the ladies in the club.
No, that's. I just enjoy the environment. It's just a fun hobby.
All right. I have a question. If you were sent back to 2010, what would you advise advise your younger self?
Well, 2010 was that World Cup, so it was a good time at that 2010. I enjoyed every bit of it. There's a sad part is my mom died at that time at the World Cup.
Oh man, I'm really sorry, man.
That was only sad part for me.
All right. Sad. That was the biggest regret of your entire life.
Well, it's my work. I'm a steel engineer. So building the King Shaka Airport was one of my greatest, and we received an award for the company that I worked for.
No, no, like that's like a success. I mean, like regret.
There are no regrets.
You got no regret?
No regrets.
So how do you live without a regret?
Well, you just overcome it. You take one step at a time. If you have a problem or you pass any problems, you just handle it day by day.
Like you don't have to fear your problems.
I don't fear the problems. I just face it head on.
That's like a Murphy law. Murphy law.
That's what it is.
The more, yeah.
Once you stick onto problems, then you end up with health problems. So you better just
the more you fear your problems, the more they're coming more.
more they're coming more. I'm 36 years married. I'm happy. So my kids are grown.
Yeah.
I gave them what they want. 2010 was an achievement for me also.
Oh, that's great. How did you maintain your marriage like that?
Honesty. You know what I mean? Faithfulness.
How come you're a DJ?
Still, you go there to play music. Well, that's how it is. I met my wife during her 21st birthday at a club.
And since then, you guys keep it up.
We keep it.
You never have any argument and fights.
Well, every marriage has an argument, but you got to overcome it. Once you're in the Lord is there to protect you.
I mean, you got to put God on the central of your marriage,
Yes, I had to.
your relationship, and everything.
Complete.
And besides that, how do you overcome your fights? You and your partner.
The best thing to do is to just walk away from it, and the next day you come back, don't argue, and you'll see everything.
So you just walk away in silence.
And we'll walk away silently. Don't. But once you argue, then more problems come about.
She doesn't fight you when you stay quiet and walking away.
Say you walk away from problems. You don't want to face it. I said no. We'll cool off our heads and then we talk about it. But it's just stupid. It's not like fights that is not like serious. Just fights like that.
How do you advise the people that are struggling in a relationship? I see these days relationships, people struggling even to stay together for 2 months.
See, the problem with that, there's no understanding. When there's a problem, they don't sit down, talk, get counseling. That's where the divorce rate is so high. They must sit and talk their problem, especially when there's kids involved. You can't afford to do that when they're small, to get divorced. And the kids, they're innocent. You got to maintain that.
Even if you don't get along and you have kids, so you just have to maintain that.
Well, you got to, because if you remember what you do, your kids will follow. So if you set a bad example, they're going to follow that trend. The best way is just to stay, just for the kids. You'll have an understanding, and that's it.
And the one that they have no kids, just canceling.
They got maybe some other issues, relationships. That's different.
Man, thank you so much for your advice, man. I appreciate you. Have a great day. Take care.